6 amazing technologies that can change the world in the next 10 years. If 30 years ago someone told you that in less than a quarter of a century, half of what you saw in futuristic cartoons could come true, would you have believed them? After all, who thought someday you could video call a loved one 2 continents away, or have phones that would fit in your pocket, not to mention the touchscreen? With the advent of modern technology, nothing seems unattainable or imaginary enough. Nowadays, we expect and anticipate. We no longer wish or imagine, because we know what science and technology can do. Well, scientists such as Michio Kaku have some interesting insights into the very near future. Let's hop in a time machine and see what the next decade could have in store for us. Hey everybody, welcome to the Think Lab. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's get started. Feeding the world sustainably. Whoever we are and whatever we do, we cannot survive without food. So let's start today's video with the changes we will witness in the food industry within the next 10 years. It might come as a surprise, but in 2020, more than 800 million people worldwide didn't have enough food to eat. Considering the ever-growing population, providing everyone on the planet with enough food simply cannot be done without causing severe damage to ecosystem and nature. This is why there has been a lot of talk about the importance of sustainable agriculture. In the next decade, the world will likely see a major decrease in food waste as governments strive to employ new technologies and methods to cut down on the amount of food ending up in landfills. Also, considering the sad fact that livestock farming is the predominant source of methane emissions and one of the main culprits behind global warming, animal proteins will gradually be replaced by alternative proteins such as plant-based meat, cultured meat produced by directly cultivating animal cells, algae, and insects. Yes, you heard that right. Those tiny critters are going to become a major food source in very near future. Cancer, be gone. According to the famous theoretical physicist Michio Kaku, we will have what is called liquid biopsies, DNA chips that allow us to search for the signature of cancer at colonies of 100 cells, cancer genes, cancer enzymes, cancer proteins circulating in our blood and bodily fluids. He believes that this new technology will enable us to begin cancer treatment 10 or 15 years before the first symptoms arise. Michio believes that in a little over a decade, cancer will become like a common cold. A part of this exciting prediction has already come true. Scientists and pathologists at St. Vincent's Hospital in Sydney, Australia, have successfully treated a number of cancer patients by utilizing a new technology that enables them to scan hundreds of genes in one go. Only 2 years ago, they could only scan and test one gene at a time. Thanks to this new technology, each patient has been prescribed a personalized tablet to be taken once daily. However, regular biopsy is not always possible. That is why pathologists are hoping to utilize liquid biopsy within the next 2 years, so more cancer patients could benefit from this innovative treatment. Isn't this just amazing? Woolly mammoths might walk the earth again. Once seeing dinosaurs come to life only happened in movies such as Jurassic Park. However, in 2021, a company named Colossal made an ambitious claim. They were aiming to use mammoth DNA to make a hybridized Asian elephant that could live and survive in the Arctic. Biotechnology can enable scientists and biologists to bring back extinct species and help those that are currently endangered. If all goes well, the mammoth or their next of kin, a hybrid, will get to walk the earth once more as early as 2035. Well, this is all quite exciting. Considering the dark side of human nature, one cannot help but wonder whether or not a group of mad scientists will soon emerge, striving to bring back the dinosaurs. For the big time being though, let's just revel in the fact that we might soon be able to welcome back some of the magnificent beasts we once ruthlessly forced into extinction. Give them a piece of your mind. Remember how Professor Dumbledore used his wand to extract his important memories and store them somewhere safe? Well, that might become a possibility in the next 10 or so years. Unfortunately, the procedure will not involve a magic wand. I know, tough luck, but it is going to be just as exciting. Already over the past decade, the cartography of the brain has been revolutionized thanks to the Human Connectome Project, HCP. Through the HCP, scientists have been able to map out a large part of the human brain. This is of great significance, especially when it comes to treating Alzheimer's patients. Still, we can go a little further than that. This project has the potential to harness your consciousness and store it on a special, high-capacity hard drives. In the centuries to come, we might see humanoids that carry a copy of our memories, pet peeves, and other personality traits with them. An ambitious approach to achieve immortality. AI think, therefore AIM. AI, artificial intelligence, was once a far-fetched concept and the title of a famous 2001 movie by Steven Spielberg. Nowadays, it is more than just a fraction of our imagination. Voice recognition and semi-intelligent cars we are already familiar with, but do you remember those gadgets in James Bond movies that filled us with awe? Well, in the years to come, artificial intelligence is going to make those and a whole lot of other inventions become reality. It is very likely that by the end of 2030, specialized AI applications will be more popular than ever. Think healthcare robots, self-driving cars, intelligent prosthetic limbs, self-healing concrete to be used in construction, 3D printing to produce items of clothing or build massive skyscrapers, acoustic extinguishers to fight massive fires, and perhaps the most exciting of all, the metaverse in all its glory. Imagine running through a rainforest like a jaguar, feeling the grass under your feet thanks to a special pair of shoes that replicates the sole of your foot and sends signals to your brain, or touring the ancient Greece, touching the walls and strolling among people from 1000 BC as they go about their day. Your spare parts? Guaranteed. Many scientists and physicists, Michio Kaku included, believe that in very near future, hospitals will change into body shops where they can reach our ideal weight without the hassle, or have cancerous cells cleared from our bodies. Thanks to 3D bioprinters and stem cell therapy, scientists have already experimented with making select vital organs and live tissue. Soon other parts will be produced using the patient's own cells. These cells will be used to grow new, healthy organs that will replace whichever part of the body that is malfunctioning or missing. Yes, believe it or not, these technologies are within arm's reach. See what I did there? All of these and much, much more are possible unless we somehow manage to eradicate ourselves and other sentient life forms from the face of the earth by means of our never-ending, ever-growing greed, selfishness, and sense of entitlement. Perhaps, way before reaching these amazing scientific milestones, all we need to do is just to be a decent, conscious human being. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know down in the comments if there's any subject you want us to cover in the future. See you in the next video.